Andrew then messaged everybody in the chat and said, someone called the facility.
He did?
Pretending to be my parents. Now,
take your time.
As I was driving to work, I got the news, right? They told me that Andrew had messaged everybody and said somebody had contacted the facility after he got into Pastor Petty's box. So I was so upset at that time and so irate. I had to pull my car over because I was shaking mad. So I was like, oh my God, how did this happen? How did they know it was, where he was at? Whatever, so on, so forth, right? Now, let me remind you that he is in a facility that is in a very large city. Huge. I'm not going to say the city. I'm not going to say the state. But in a very large city. Anyway, so I was upset. Bob and everybody else was upset. And then Andrew made a video. And I will just say the way that Andrew acted in that video and how he told his story, he does not act like that with us.
He does not.
It was almost like it was very, when he was shaking his head and all that stuff, right? So then, that was on the 18th. Correct, Bob?
Correct.
On the 18th?
Yep.
I'm tired of my name being shit on. I want everybody to know I'm tired of my name being shit on. I'm tired of everybody thinking that I'm a terrible, horrible, awful person. But I allowed this person in my life. And I feel bamboozled as fuck. Okay. And if anybody's going to try to request in the box, unless you're one of my mods, unless you know what the fuck is going on, I don't need you up here. And I'm not going to talk to you. Because you guys do not know what has been happening behind the scenes. And I have kept my mouth shut on this. I kept my mouth zipped on this shit. So then I had questions because some of us were thinking and some of us had questions. We were just like, how? In 8 minutes in a large city and in that specific location, we looked it up. There were over 400 facilities. 400. So you mean to tell me, while being up in the box, and you leave Pastor Petty's box between 8 to 10 minutes, somebody in that live found your exact facility that you were in, did not know your last name, found you, called the number, pretending to be your parents. So then on the 22nd, me and my other mod, Pam, my friend, I had Andrew's address because he gave it to me. I didn't look it up. Andrew gave me his address. So we knew what facility he was at. So I just thought to myself, I want to see if I can get a hold of him, but I just want to just call and let's just say I don't know his last name. So that morning, Pam called while we were on a video call. And I will tell you, in 29 seconds, this facility is so large that it gave us so many things and so many buttons to push. What floor, what unit, massive. We didn't even know where to get. We didn't even get an operator. It was all automated. Nobody. So then me and Crystal had a conversation. Crystal and I had a conversation. Crystal and I had text message conversations. Crystal herself didn't believe it. Crystal herself didn't think that it was true. Okay? And we talked about it. I was upset. Really upset. Okay? So I had questions for Andrew. I had a private video call with Andrew. And I said, hey, I need you to explain me some stuff. I said, who spoke to it? Was it a guy? Was it a girl? I know that when you call a facility, they have a where they can pull the number up that called. Apparently, no number. And apparently it was a nurse that went and told him that this had transpired, that somebody called and said, we're Andrew's parents. We need to know why he is in here and, what's really wrong with him. Well, if that was Andrew's parents, they would have given a name and said, hey, we're such and such. We would like to speak with Andrew such and such. Could you transfer us the call? Because we would like to speak to our son. It just wasn't making sense. It wasn't making sense. We had questions. And so, like I said, as far as that goes, I FaceTimed him, through Facebook Messenger, video messenger, and I had questions for Andrew, and Andrew was like, I'm an open book. I've told you everything. And then at one point in time, he had told us that he had 4 kids, and he stuck with having 4 kids. And then he changed and said that he had 6, that 2 of the kids that he had were with his wife or ex-wife. I don't even know at this point. And then they had 4 biological. Correct. And Betsy, if somebody calls and they don't know the first and last name, they would basically say, we cannot confirm or deny that that person is here. Am I correct? Under HIPAA rules, right? I work in healthcare. I know how this works. Okay. So I asked Andrew questions and I said, hey, I need you to be transparent. I need you to, tell me. I said, did somebody really call the facility? Did you do this for a reason? I just be honest with me. Tell me the truth. Because I had a lot of heat on me at that time. So anyway, I just thought to myself, okay, well, once again, there were a lot of us that had questions. A lot of us weren't believing it. And we just thought, you know what? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and whatever. But then Andrew started acting differently. Andrew had told us that he had blocked Pastor Petty. Andrew had told us that Pastor Petty was a piece of shit. Andrew was like, I have blocked him. I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with anybody associated with him. And Bob, I want you to tell your story because I'm not going to speak for you because people are going to say that I'm questioning you.
I realize that. When he was questioned, he said that he had blocked Pastor Petty. He didn't want nothing to do with him. Made his comments about him being a piece of shit, and the people all over there were pieces of shit. And he basically said he'd blocked him and he wanted nothing more to do with him.
And this was all after I had went in and, had that interview in Pastor Petty's life. If y'all ever wanting to kind of know the context of it. So anyway, like I said, me and Crystal had conversations. Me and Crystal had a phone conversation. I was on the phone with Crystal. We were texting. Crystal and I had a conversation. I said, Crystal, I don't even know this guy. I don't know who he is. I know nothing about him. I don't know who we're dealing with. And so Crystal and I had a conversation about doing like one of those like quick background checks or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And so me and Crystal were literally like, I was like, well, I could do this background check. I said, I know his first and his last name and whatever. And I paid like $11.99 for it. There was nothing on there. And then Crystal had made the statement and she gave me her first and not her current last name, but another last name. And Crystal said, girl, why don't you look me up? Why don't you look my background check up? And I stated, I ain't paying another $11.99 to look up your background. Right? I was like, I ain't going to look you up. And Krista was like, girl, you should look up my record. You should look up my record. I was like, I'm not going to look. I said, I'm not paying another $11.99. And yeah, me and Crystal, I don't even remember the text messages because I don't keep my text messages. I don't keep screenshots of shit. I never thought that I would have to do that with Crystal. At this time, I still trusted the bitch. Okay? I still trusted her. This is before everything else went down. So y'all want the raw, real fucking truth. Here's the real fucking truth. So Crystal and I, we had texted back and forth, and I said, I don't know if he's telling the truth. I don't know. I don't know if he's lying to us. I don't know exactly even what I told Crystal, but I knew that we had discussed it in a text message thread. But apparently Crystal has saved it. And apparently since everything has gone to shit, she sent it to Andrew because she's going to make it look like that I'm the bad person. Oh. 1 second. Hold on. So yeah, there was discussions, not only with Bob, not only with Pam, not only with Stacky, not only with Jason, not only with Mike, not only with Crystal. And Crystal herself did not believe that anybody had called the facility. And she was calling bullshit too. But now she's trying to act like I'm the bad person, that I'm spewing all of this shit on Andrew, and then I've been just talking all this mad shit on Andrew. But I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. But it wasn't until later on Andrew had said, well, you have to call during the day. If you call during the day, you're going to get a hold of somebody right away.
Yep, he did.
He just said, you need to call during the day.
He told us the problem was by calling at night, there's no operator to answer the phone and it's all automatic or automated. He said, if you call during the day, you'll get somebody instantly. You can get right through.
So I was like, you know what? I'll try to call. Let's I wanted to prove myself wrong. I wanted to be like, bitch, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Right? So I called. And y'all, you don't just get a hold of somebody right away. This is a huge facility. And by the time that I did actually get to somebody, it was like an operator. I just said, hey, if I call and I just say, hey, I need to speak with, gave a name, and, you know, I want to talk to them, they're going to be like, well, first of all, we're going to need to know where this person is and what unit they are and what floor they're on and what your association is with this person. And I said, so you just wouldn't transfer me to a nurse? And they said no. But according to Andrew, somebody got a hold of the nurse on the exact floor that he was at a very, very large facility, when there were over 400 facilities in his surrounding area. So what it all boils down to is why Andrew made that video and why Andrew said that somebody called the facility. And we had questioned it. Crystal questioned it. Crystal didn't believe it. It was all a fucking lie. And then when I asked Andrew, I said, I just need you to tell me the truth. Did he give me a yes or no answer? No. But what he did say is, I just was, I'm just tired of people messing with you, and I'm tired of people being bullies, and I'm tired of people being mean, and people just need to do better.
And this was all in our messenger chat while we were all in the box together.
So So how bad is it going to look on me, right? That I find this out, right? But, Andrew's told us that, he's on hospice and he's on this and he has all these health conditions and everything else. And how bad would it be for me to come on here and to tell everybody it's a lie, it's a lie. No, what I did is I followed my heart because I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. And once again, I get fucked. Right? But I'm the bad guy, right? Because I'm and then I catch him over there in Pastor Petty's live after he tells me that he's not going in Pastor Petty's live. After he's told me that, he's blocked Pastor Petty because Pastor Petty's a piece of shit. And he couldn't stand the fact that Pastor Petty was a child abuser and he abused animals and how he treated women on his platform. He told me that, oh, that was already, let me tell you something. All of that shit. And then after seeing him over in Pastor Petty's live, and then after he got this anonymous email, oh, did I keep the money? No, I didn't. No, I didn't keep the money. Matter of fact, hold please. Give me a second. You guys want to sit here and tell me all right, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. I got to go get the screenshot. I got to find the damn thing. That's where it's at. Is this the right one? With the name? Well, I'm trying to do it where I don't show his last name. Do you see it? Do you see where I sent it? On the 13th? And I sent it on the 13th? And I'm not moving my head because I don't want you to be able to see his last name. Okay. He got his money. Okay. I didn't keep the money like Crystal said I did. Give me a second, Bob. So everyone's sitting here saying that I kept the money, and then Crystal told everybody that I had raised over $1,000 and I kept all the money. No, Andrew got his money. But then since he got his, go ahead, Bob.
Nobody ever said it was 1,000. You said you would like to raise 1,000, but Correct. It was never 1,000 raised.
No, it wasn't. Okay. And he got it. It was on the 13th because I was getting so much shit and so much heat because since Crystal went over there and Pastor Petty's live and told all those lies and all that fucking bullshit, I was so fucking done at this point. I just sent it. I fucking sent it. And then after he got the money, he started acting weird. Did he not, Bob?
He did. He became very distant.
Very distant. Very distant. And then he made this whole video talking about how he was an open book and all this stuff about him was true and all of this stuff, whatever. If anybody had any questions, well, it was real convenient because he called us once again on a video call. And we asked him, I said, what is that video about? And then he told us he received what, Bob?
He said he got an anonymous email from somebody that was asking him all kinds of questions on whether or not this was true, whether he got the money, just on and on. And when he was asked who it came from, he said that he's not the type of person who will reveal his messages.
But then he also told us that he didn't give out his email. So if you didn't give out your email and you weren't talking to somebody and you gave out your email, why wouldn't you discuss what was in the email? If you didn't know this person and this person was questioning all this stuff, and when we were in a group message, why wouldn't you just give us a context of what the email was? He wouldn't tell us what was in the email. I think I know what was in the email. I think Crystal emailed him, or he made it himself. I don't know. And I think maybe she sent him the text messages that her and I had, and me saying that I didn't think that it was true and that I was questioning it. And then we were talking about the whole background check. But of course, I'm going to be painted in the bad light because there's only, screenshots of what I'm saying, but not what Crystal's saying. Not that she's agreeing that she thought he was lying too, right? So it's just put Shannon in the bad light. Shannon's the bad person. Whoever keeps requesting a box, you're not coming up in the box. I'm just letting you know that now. So if it's on an accident, please let me know, but I'm not letting anybody in the box. I'm only going to let people in the box that have been deep in this shit. So Patty, sorry, you keep requesting, you're not coming in the box. I don't know who the hell you are, but you're not coming up in here. But I tried to do something for somebody because I thought it was true. And I am not saying that he doesn't have certain things wrong with him. I don't know him. I don't know. Why are you still here, anti-bully awareness? Bob, get rid of them. I don't care. Stacky, handle your business. I'm not going to sit here and deal with all this bullshit. I'm telling my fucking story. I'm telling my fucking truth. And if it's pissing you the fuck off, I don't know what to tell you. But I know that Crystal is out here and she's showing this and she's showing that, but she's not showing all of it. She's only showing me the parts where I look like the bad person, that I'm bad-mouthing Andrew. It's because I had questions, because I didn't know. I thought, am I being lied to? Am I being bamboozled? If this is true, if this is not. But I want you to know that there are people that do live in nursing homes, and he has been living in a nursing home for 4 years. And the story that we were told by him is that he put himself in a nursing home because his wife could no longer or would no longer take care of him. And then I guess once he got into the nursing home, she left him or whatever. Now, whether or not that's the story is true, but that's the story that he told us. So when somebody tells you that they're in a facility and I work in healthcare and he's telling us that he's on hospice and all this other stuff, and then he comes in my box and he acts like he can't breathe and he acts like he can't catch his breath, and then he goes off on live, but then he gets back on video with us and he acts completely fucking fine. And now all of a sudden, since he got that email, since he got that money, guess what? He started acting really fucking funny. But no, I'm the bad guy, right? Because how dare I go after Andrew? Because he's so sick. Nobody even knows. We're just trying to take it by face value. But at the end of the day, you know what? I did something good for somebody because I gave a fuck and I cared because I'm a good fucking person. It wasn't a scam, Dana. Since you want to compare me to slots, you compared me to slots. And now you think I need to show you the proof and how much was sent and who sent what and why they sent what. Do you know that there are people that donated that don't even want me to say why they donated because they don't want to get heat because they gave somebody money on gave someone on this app money because of whole anti-scam bullshit? But see, the thing is, the difference between you and me, Dana, is I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you shit. I did something from the bottom of my heart because I thought I was doing good for somebody. But you know what? At the end of the day, like it did with Crystal, I honestly feel like I got completely bamboozled. I feel like I got suckered in by a guy and he tugged at my heartstrings. But you know, here's the kicker. Bob, what did Andrew lie about when it comes to the money being received?
Oh, he got the money.
Oh, he did get the money. But what did he lie and say that he wasn't able to have?
Okay, I'm lost.
Okay, so you remember when I went live and Andrew was in the box because he's on Medicare, Medicaid?
Oh, he said he wasn't allowed to have any money because they took all his money. He was only allowed like $35 a month is what he got.
Because I'm trying to let Bob speak because a lot of people are going to try to say that I'm lying. But this is somebody.
Nobody's speaking for me, Brian. Nobody's I can guarantee you that.
Nobody's speaking for him. And I have Stacky down here as well, who's been involved in the video calls. So y'all want to come at me fucking sideways. Maybe you want to listen to my truth and quit trying to spare it into your own fucking narrative.
She is speaking the truth, people. We were all in the box together. We all had questions. And this is something we've known has been going on.
I don't care. Mel, get out of here. I don't care. Stacky, do your job. Anybody in here writing negative shit, I ain't even going to hear it. I'm not even going to deal with it. Because you know what? Y'all already got your mind made up, right? You already got your mind made up. But y'all don't want to know the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. But here it is. I'm telling the truth. And you guys just want to whatever. Well, Evil Isle, guess what? You're no longer going to be in here, so goodbye. Perfect. I don't care. All I'm going to tell you is this. Crystal knew. And now Crystal's trying to act like that I turned on Andrew and I talked shit on Andrew, but Crystal talked shit on Andrew. And now she's trying to act all buddy with him. And she's trying to act like that I'm the bad person and I'm the shitty fucking person. But you know what? Andrew got his money. He got his Christmas money. I did something good for him. But you know what? He lost me as a friend. And if he wants to go over there and ride with Pastor Petty and he wants to have people feel sorry for him and he wants to have people believe his story, go right the fuck ahead. Because not everything that people tell you is the truth. And sometimes people lie and sometimes people weasel themselves into your life and they play you like a fucking fiddle. So, whatever he's going through, whatever he's going through health-wise, whatever, you know, I have no clue. We honestly don't have no clue. But I did something nice for him. I hope he got whatever he wanted for Christmas. But I'll tell you this again, never again. Never again. Just like I gave money for Crystal and I helped her out with money. I gave her money for her birthday. I gave her money when she was, you know, oh. And by the way, Andrew's Cash App, you know how Andrew makes blankets and he makes hats and he makes gloves? Tell me why his Cash App was flagged because of underrendered goods and services. Yeah. His Cash App was flagged for unrendered services and goods.
But he'd originally told us he didn't have a Cash App.
Correct. Because he said he couldn't.
And Pam wanted to get a blanket from him, and she asked him how she was going to pay him, and he gave her the Cash App.
And this is after he told us he didn't have one.
Correct.
But now all of a sudden, people are buying blankets from him left and right. $160. So it generally means you didn't produce the item that was paid for. Correct. So but I will say this, and I'm going to say this with my whole chest, because I'm so pissed off and I'm so mad. Because I don't want people to say, well, he did this for you. He did this for you. You know what? Andrew did send me 3 beanie hats. And I will say this, that I will be boxing those beanie hats up and I will be mailing them back to him. And I have kept my mouth shut and I have let it rode out and I've had my name shit on. I have lies spewed about me. I have only certain text messages being shown because it's making me look like I'm in the bad light. But let's just say Crystal doesn't show the part that she played when she was talking shit on Andrew, when she was the one that was telling me to do a background check on Andrew. And then Crystal wanted me to run one on her because she was trying to be funny. But then after everything went down between me and her, and I ended up doing a background check because things weren't adding up and lies were being found out, I did look her up and I actually went on a really legit site and I paid almost $30. You pay $30 a month. Yeah. And I found a criminal history, and this is something that Crystal said that she had never done before or never been charged before, but come to find out she had been charged for it. I don't care, Liz. Goodbye. Goodbye. Don't care. So you guys can take this for whatever you want, and you guys can go feel sorry for him, and you guys can go take his side, and you guys can go coddle him. Good luck with that. But as far as it comes with me, I'm tired of being lied on. I'm tired of covering for fucking people because I'm trying to be the bigger person, but I'm tired of having my name shit on to cover up their secrets and their fucking lies. And I rode hard for Andrew. And everybody says, oh, but you said don't speak ill on Andrew. You said not to do this on Andrew. Yeah, because I rode hard for Andrew. Because you know what? I had a heart and I felt sorry for him. And you know what? I have never felt more like a fucking idiot in my entire life. You know, sometimes people sometimes people, regardless, it doesn't give you an excuse. Whether or not you are suffering from mental health, or you are suffering from cancer, or you're suffering from any type of mental health condition, it still does not give you it does not give you an excuse to be a piece of shit and to use people. And I feel used and I feel bamboozled. And let me tell you something. I cried the day that I found out that somebody had supposedly called this facility, because I was so pissed off. And then to come to find out, it was all a fucking lie. Now, why he made it up, why he did it, I don't know. I may never know. But he did it. But I will tell you, the Andrew that's in his videos, the Andrew that sits there and acts like he can't breathe and everything else, I will tell you, when he's on a private video message, he doesn't act like that. Just like that one night when he came in the box and he was, we were all worried about him. We were worried, so sick about him. And then a few days later, he comes on in the video chat and he's perfectly fine. So, but anyway, like I said, I know there's people out there that are going to think that I'm a piece of shit and you're going to have your mind made up about me, but that's the fucking truth. And Crystal fucking knew it. And now when everything came out about Crystal wants to go over here and she wants to spin the narrative and she wants to act like that I'm the bad person. Let me tell you something. Crystal was talking mad shit about Andrew too when she found out that he fucking lied. But now she's acting like she didn't know anything and she didn't play a role and she didn't play a fucking part in it. Well, she did. You guys can think what you want about me, because at the end of the day, you guys are going to run your mouths. You're going to say whatever the fuck it is that you're going to say about me. It's been going on for fucking days. And you know what? Keep running your mouth. Keep talking about me. But I'm still going to get up. I'm still going to get dressed and I'm still going to go to work and I'm still going to live my life. And the real people that give a shit about me, the real people that care about me, let me tell you something. They're still here. And those are the people that matter to me. Those are the people that I care about. And let me tell you something. When it comes to Crystal, I will tell you something. I cried when I found out the truth. I cried when I found out all the lies that she told, because I literally would not ever think that she would have lied about something like that. But you know what? She did. And now she's over there bamboozling the fuck out of this new group of girls that want to come on and hate on me. So you know what? You guys go ahead and you believe Crystal's story. You believe her narrative. But I'm going to tell you what, Devin's sister was in this box and she told the whole truth. She lied and told us that she was engaged to a man for 9 years. She told us that in 9 years that he was abusive to her. She told us that in 9 years that he bashed her teeth in, that he went to prison. She told us this elaborate story of the night that he decided to unalive himself. And it was all a lie. After she went into Pastor Petty's box because she realized that we were figuring out the truth and we were catching her in her lies, I reached out to Devin's sister and I said, "Can I ask you a few questions?" And then she asked me about who. And then let me tell you something. Devin's mother sent me a Facebook friend request. And let me tell you something. That woman sang like a canary. And not only did that, but Crystal had told them that she had cancer. When Crystal met Devin, she had no teeth. He never went to prison, and he never laid his hands on her, and he never went to jail, and he never had any type of DV charges. And the story that she told us the night that he unalived himself, the story that she told us, the family of Devin never had even heard of that story. And that was officially the 6th time that story had changed of what occurred that night. And that's the truth. But now all of a sudden, Crystal's got all these other people thinking that I'm a piece of shit and everything else. And let me tell you something. Devin's own mother and sister told me, and I asked him, I said, are you upset with me that I told you? And they said, no. Matter of fact, we are glad that you came forward because you have been Devin's voice. And that came right out of Devin's mouth, Devin's sister's mouth, because she was in our box on a live. And she even called Crystal out, and she called Crystal out on her lies. But I guess Crystal, these past couple of weeks, has been, conjuring up of everything else and trying to make it seem like that it was all that I made all this up. How did I make this up? Devin's sister came into the box and told us the truth. She lied about cancer. She lied about being pregnant. She lied about Devin going to prison. She lied about Devin bashing her teeth in. But I'm the piece of shit, right? Because I turned on Crystal, right? No, I just found out that the person that I thought was a real friend ended up being an absolute piece of shit and a liar. And she lied on a man that's no longer on this earth, who doesn't have a voice for himself. And you want to sit there and say that I harassed a grieving family? No, I did not. Matter of fact, Bob, who knows the family? Out of our group, who knows Crystal's family very well?
Pam and Pam's husband.
Did y'all know that Pam, my mod, and her husband know Crystal's family? Do you know that
live approximately 30 miles away?
30 miles away. Isn't that a small world? Do you know that Pam's daughter hung out with Crystal? And did you know that once Crystal found out that Pam knew her family, that's when Crystal was trying to convince me to get rid of Pam? And why do you think Crystal wanted me to get rid of Pam? Because Pam was figuring out the story that Crystal was telling us wasn't true because she knew the family. My mod Pam and her husband know Crystal's family. They live like 30 minutes away. And then when Crystal found out that Pam knew her family, Crystal was freaking the fuck out because she didn't want us to know the truth. I bet that's something that some of you bitches didn't want to know or hear. And that's why she was freaking the fuck out. Because Pam was figuring it out. So no, I didn't go out here harassing the family. But I'm being looked at as someone that harassed the family, that reached out to a grieving mother about her son. No, Pam and her husband knew Crystal's family, and Pam knew that it was a lie. And if you followed Crystal's Facebook page and all her other Facebook pages, you knew that it was a lie because her and Devin were not together for 9 years. And Crystal was with another man when Devin unalived himself. And matter of fact, they kept messaging me and the mother couldn't tell me enough. I couldn't even ask her questions. She literally told me shit that I hadn't even asked her about. And the smallest lie of it all was the 9 years. I don't know, Connie. Why are you here? If you really don't give a shit, get out of my life. But anyway, yeah, I'm the piece of shit. So I found out that the person that I thought that I trusted and that I had shared my life with, when she finally told her story, when she told it on her own, Right? Right? I didn't force this story out of her. This is something she told us. And all my mods were told this. Bob was there.
We were all there together. We were all in a chat together.
So, what it all boils down to is Crystal got called out. It got found out. Pam was figuring out the truth. We found out the truth, and we realized that she had basically lied on Devin. And you're right, Sensitive. After 9 years of lies, it became a Jenga puzzle, a balancing act, and deceit. Nobody knows, Sandra. Nobody. And I will just tell you this, the story that Crystal told us, that was the first time that family had even heard that story. And it was the 6th time that Crystal had changed what had happened that night. And Crystal has been doing this for 2 years. And not even just with me, with other people. And his family has been going through shit with her for 2 years. And she's been pulling this shit for 2 years. And not just with me. And other people had been finding out the truth. And other people had to go and ask the family if it was true. And they had to tell them that it was all a lie. But I'm the piece of shit, right? I got used. I got lied to. But I'm the piece of shit. Nobody else is asking Crystal the hard questions, right? They're over there coddling her. They're over there feeling sorry for her. You know, Sassy, Shannon's the piece of shit. So, like I said, you guys can think what you want about me. You guys can say whatever the fuck it is that you want to say about me. But I was a damn good friend to Crystal. And let me tell you something. You, Crystal, you want to sit here and I want to sit here and I'm so sick and tired of your fucking lies. You're out here showing bits and pieces to try to put me in a bad fucking light when you're the fucking piece of shit. So you go over there and you hang out with them girls and you having them believe your fucking story. But I'm going to tell you what, why don't you guys figure out the truth? Why don't you guys go dig for the fucking truth? Because you're going to figure out she's a lying ass fucking bitch. And she's been doing it for 2 years. And you know what? I got bamboozled by her and I got bamboozled by fucking Andrew. And you know what? As far as I got to say with all of it, the hell with the both of them. And you guys want to go over there? You guys want to support them? You guys want to coddle them? Go at it. Go for it. But I find it so funny. You're out here and you're going to sit here and you're going to say, oh, but poor Andrew, you didn't even donate. So you know what? You want to donate to him? Guess what? Ask him for his fucking Cash App and send him all your fucking money. Because as it sits today, since August, with me helping out my friends with my mods, because the kindness out of my fucking heart, I've dished out close to $1,000 fucking dollars. Because I wear my heart on my sleeve and I try to help people out and I try to be there, but I'm always the one getting fucked over, right? I'm the piece of fucking shit. No, I'm the only one that's out here telling the fucking truth. So you guys go on, and like I said, you guys believe what you want to believe. And you people that want to sit here and you want to support me and you want to be a friend to me, by all means, feel free. If you don't like me, you don't want to follow me, quit making fake accounts. Quit coming under here under your sneaky accounts. Quit trolling my shit. If you truly don't like me, if you truly want nothing to do with me, do me a favor and fucking block me. Block me. But y'all are out here holding all these lives. Y'all are out here fucking shitting on my fucking name when you guys don't even fucking know Crystal. You don't even know her. Hell, I didn't even know her. And not only did she disappoint me, she disappointed Bob, Pam, Stacky, Mike, Jason, all of it. I don't know, Kylie. Do you have a life? Don't worry. We're going to deal with you probably in about 5 seconds. Because you know what Stacky does? Stacky doesn't let people get over here, and Stacky doesn't let people treat me like shit. You know what we do? We take out the trash. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep on blocking and keep on blocking. Every troll account that comes under here, you're going to be blocked. Go make another fake account, you're going to be blocked. You come under here using my name, under a sassy name, Sassy Bedpan, Sassy Sasquatch, Sassy the Flip-Flopper. We're going to block every single one of you. But all I can just say is this, is you know what? Be careful who you befriend. Be careful who you allow in your life. Not everybody comes into your life for your best interest. Sometimes people come into your life as an enemy pretending to be a friend. I wish no ill will on Andrew. I wish him the best in life. And if he truly is sick and he truly has all this going on, you know what? That's fine. But no, you know what? You talk so much shit on Pastor Petty. You called him a piece of shit. You called him a child abuser. You called him an animal abuser. You said his platform was fucking trash. And now you're over there kikiing it up with them and you're over there playing the fucking victim. So you know what, guys? You fall for it too. But you know what, Andrew? You lost a real fucking friend. You lost somebody that rode hard for you. I cried with you. I cried over what you said had happened to you, and it was all a fucking lie. So you know what? You didn't just lose a friend. You lost a group of friends. And you know what? I didn't force anybody to unfriend you. I didn't force anybody to not want to be a friend. You know what? They made that decision themselves. And I will tell you this right now. Andrew, if you think Crystal's your real friend, let me tell you something. Crystal didn't even donate. Crystal didn't even donate. Even after she said she would. Thank you, Lavon. But complete strangers did, and Crystal was supposed to be your real friend, Andrew. She was supposed to be somebody that cared about you. But I give Crystal $100 for her birthday. I give her $65 because her bank account's drawn. And I gave her $35 because all of her accounts were down because she decided to come on the internet acting like a drunken fool. And so she had to make a new account. And I gave her $35 so she could buy followers so she could have an up-running account. But I'm the piece of shit. So I don't know, Andrew. I hope that you go enjoy your new adventures with your new friends. I hope that you realize that once they, give you the old pat on the back and the old poor Andrew, I want to tell you right now, you can just bet your ass they're not going to want to video chat you. They're not going to want to take the time and the energy and the effort that I gave you. And I sat with you and I had conversations with you. And you had a lot of friends that cared about you. Cool. Hallmark movie. You're over here watching it. Yeah. Well, you know what? You're giving blocked. So, but anyway, yeah. So there's that. So I don't care what you have to say about me. Go ahead, make lives, talk shit about me. But you know what? The person that you should be asking the questions about is ask Crystal the hard questions. Ask her why she made up whole ass lies on a deceased man. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe she's battling her own demons at this point. But I know that where my heart lies, I know that I've done for people because I have a heart to do for people, but I will just say never again. So I'm the type of person, I give more than I get. And, but yet I'm always the one getting shit on. You know what I mean? So, but I know who my real friends are. I know who has been by my side, and I know that people that aren't going to do me dirty and do me shitty, because they're just decent human beings. And I'm sorry, Crystal, unlike you, whatever. Yeah. But like I said, Crystal, you just, you really thought you got me. But at the end of the day, I won the real friends. And you lost some really good friends. But all these other girls that are over there coddling you, feeling sorry for you, they're going to drop you like a hot cake. So you go over there and you stand with Hoodrich and Serena and Dana and all these people. Go stand with them. But I won. Because you know why? You know why I won? Because I got the real friends. Because even if this app goes away, and even if this app goes away January the 19th, I'm still going to have a group of people that are always going to be there for me. And it's not even going to be on TikTok. And these are people that I talk to every day about real life shit. So, but anyway, I think Pastor Petty's a piece of shit. Smashley, you're a piece of shit. Dana, Hoodrich, Serena Johnson. You know who you are. You're pieces of shit. Like I said, Andrew, I wish no ill will on you. I don't know why you did what you did. May never get the answer. But I do hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm done. And this will be the last time I ever talk about you. You have been blocked on Facebook. You've been blocked on here. I'm just done. And the same thing with you, Crystal. I'm done with you. So, but anyway, that's the truth. And like I said, I know some of you ain't going to want to hear it, and some of y'all aren't going to want to, actually look at it for it is for what it is, and y'all are going to go and believe them, and that's fine. But I know my truth, and I know what I've been put through. I know what my other friends have been put through, and I know that all the lies that they've been told. But the truth always comes to light. But anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I got to work tonight. I actually have a short night tonight. But yeah, so if you don't like me, you don't want to watch me, just block me. Okay? Just do it. Quit coming under here in fake accounts, and I'm not going to put you in my box. I'm not even going to have a conversation with you. I'm only going to associate with the people that I care about and that they care about me. So the real ones are going to stay. The fake ones are going to go. And the haters are going to just continue to talk shit on you. So anyway, To the ones that have been supportive and have stuck around and wanted to hear the truth, thank you. I appreciate it. I know that some of y'all love to see me cry because y'all get off on that because y'all like to upset me because y'all think that I'm a weak person. But I'll tell you this: I've already cried my tears. I've cried over Crystal. And I've cried over Andrew. And out of all the shit that I've been put through, the biggest disappointment was him. Because I work in healthcare. And he tugged at my heartstrings and I got fucked over. So, anyway, you guys all have a good day. And I guess I'll see you when I see you. Anyway, thank you. Bye.